Hi kiddos, welcome back to our biome lesson for today. You should have with you your biome book that we've been working on, and it should include our four first biomes: the tundra, the grassland, the savanna, and the desert. Today we are going to look at a new biome called the tropical rainforest, or just the rainforest, okay? So there are other kinds of rainforests, but when we talk today about it, we mean tropical rainforest. And these places are hot all the time. Think of our nice warm summer days. It is that temperature all the time in the rainforest, but it's also very humid there, which means the air is full of moisture because it gets so much rain. It can get between 80 and 400 inches of rain in a year. And I looked, and 400 inches is over 33 feet. That is humongous. Sometimes it can rain 2 inches in just 1 hour. So this place gets lots and lots and lots and lots of rain. And because of that, things love to grow there. Okay, and it's actually so flourishing with plants that plants grow on top of other plants. So you'll find a tree and there will be flowers growing on top of the tree. Okay, now most of the animals live in the trees, and we'll talk about why in a minute. And when we think about these rainforests, we often think about Brazil, the Amazon, okay? That's the biggest one we can think of. There are some in Africa and Australia and Southeast Asia, but today we're really gonna focus on the Amazon, the rainforest in Brazil. And it's home, the tropical rainforest is home to half of the plants and animals on the earth. So if you took all the plants on earth and put them in a group, half of them would live in the rainforest. And if you took all the animals on earth and put them in a big group, half of them would live in the rainforest. So this place is chock full of life. Now, it's not all living at the same place though. Here's what happens. In the rainforest, they're called layers, okay? Because there's so much growing there, it actually grows in layers. So I'm gonna draw really quickly so that you can see it. Some tall trees. We'll put this on paper in a minute, but I want you to see that then it's thinner down here, and then there's some stuff starting to grow at the top. Okay, so here we go. This is what we call the forest floor, and there are some things down there like ants or some predators like jaguars, okay, or anteaters or some snakes. They live down here, but that's about it. There isn't a lot else living down there. That's the forest floor. Then right here we have the understory, and see how it's kind of underneath this big thick part. Here's the big thick part. Here's the understory, and you might find snakes like boa constrictors or predators like jaguars living there trying to get things, pouncing on them, okay? Or you might see butterflies, but there's not a lot living in the understory either. Where most everything lives is right here in the canopy. Okay, the canopy is kind of like an umbrella. It gets most of the rain, it also gets most of the sun, and it's a really lovely place for all these animals to live. So you would find frogs, you would find monkeys, you would find sloths and toucans and iguanas and all kinds of things in this canopy layer. It is full of life. And then this is called the emergent layer, and that's the part that's popping out of the canopy, growing, and you might find a couple of different birds there, maybe macaws, okay? Or some butterflies hanging out, or a monkey might go up there to try to get something, but you're not gonna find a lot in the emergent layer. Most everything is going to be right here in the canopy, and there will be some predators hanging out down here. So some of the animals actually that live in the canopy never leave it. There's food there, they won't get attacked by predators there because the jaguars aren't hanging up there. And so a lot of those animals stay in the canopy forever. Now, let's go ahead and draw this and put it on paper so we can put it in our book. So what you want to do today is go bananas with the plants. You want plants everywhere, okay? But first we need to go ahead and write rainforest at the top. So remember, you can do this as fancy as you want. I'm just going to make a few loop-de-loos. Okay. It says rainforest, and maybe I'll even have rain coming out of it because they get so much rain in the rainforest. It's like a rainforest cloud, okay? Rain, forest. You can see firsties, especially that AI sound, okay? And the OR sound. Rainforest. Now, you want to go bananas with the trees. So you want nice, big, tall trees making your canopy. And remember, the easiest way to make a tree is just the two lines up for the trunk and then kind of a cloud at the top. So I'm gonna get a bunch of these tall trees going. Get my canopy up there. Oh, I just made that guy really skinny. Okay, so I've got my canopy. Now I can have some smaller ones coming in down here. Okay. And you should have vines hanging off of things. Okay, there's vines growing all over in the rainforest. Flowers growing all over. Okay, so maybe I'll put a vine coming down off of this one with some leaves on it. Don't mistake your vine for a snake, okay? You're gonna need some snakes in here too. So there's a vine coming down, you can see that. I'm going to have some flowers just growing right here off my tree. A lot of the flowers that grow there are orchids, but I'm not the best at drawing those, so I'll just get some flowers growing here, okay? So plants, plants, plants. And then we wanna go in and put in some of our creatures at each layer. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some teeny tiny little ants down here. I'll show you them in a second. I'm drawing really small. Okay, here's my little ants. See them? They're down there on the forest floor. And then I'm going to try my best to have a jaguar. Let's see how I can do this. Maybe poking his head out of a tree, looking for prey. Okay, so again, mine always end up looking cute instead of fierce. But here is my jaguar. Maybe you can give him sharp teeth, I don't know. I think I gave him ears that are too big too. Let me fix his ears, hold on. Jaguars don't have such big ears. Okay, here's my little jaguar poking his head out down here, looking for some prey. You could have snakes down there, and then you get up to your canopy and you can have frogs and monkeys, and they can all be swinging and jumping, because that's what they do. They fly around up there in the canopy and don't even have to come down. So I'm gonna have a monkey maybe hanging off this vine over here. Have him. Okay, just kind of going for a ride on the vine. There's my little monkey. Okay, we can have butterflies flying around. You could have some of them up here at the top, because some of them do come out. Okay, they say that people who fly over the rainforest can see the butterflies. So you can have butterflies there. You could also have butterflies flying around down here in the understory, okay? We've got some butterflies down there. And then you can have some birds flying around as well. Let's see, maybe I'll have a bird here. Remember the toucan? I'll show you a picture of a toucan in a second. He has that giant beak. They also live there, so I'm gonna make him a branch. Got my toucan. Okay, so you wanna get that all filled in. Tons of plants today, lots of animals, and then color your rainforest beautifully. Lots and lots of green. Get those green crayons out, okay? So this is a biome teeming with life because it's full of plants and gives them all lots of homes. So here is a picture of a toucan. I'm not gonna read you this whole thing, but I will show you a few colorful pictures so you can see what it looks like. Look at how beautiful this is. If you were an animal, that'd be a nice place to live, wouldn't it? Okay, here we've got a jaguar. My jaguar needs some spots and macaws. Okay, so you would see them flying around. Butterflies and snakes, frogs and bugs. There's so many bugs in the rainforest. Okay, here's a sloth. You can show that guy snoozing somewhere in the canopy. Here's my toucan making noise. Okay, and here's a monkey just goofing around. So you have lots of options today. Fill that picture with life, make a beautiful rainforest, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.